Kia ora and welcome to Māori Television's coverage of the SAS Sport New Zealand Secondary School Basketball Nationals for 2015. I'm Chris Tupu and it's day 5 and it's semi-final time here at Arena Manawatu. It's Westlake boys taking on Fraser High School from Hamilton in a do-or-die matchup. I'm joined in commentary by New Zealand's most travelled NBL assistant coach, Zico Coronel. And I know, Zico, you're looking forward to this matchup. What are your thoughts about this game?
I think Matt Freeman's been absolutely outstanding. 47 points to get the Westlake team here in the quarterfinal, but I think the key player in this game is going to be Isaac Latoa. Fraser is an extremely aggressive team. Isaac Latoa has the quickness to deal with that, but he has foul issues. If he gets in foul trouble, I think Fraser's going to win this game today.
Well, here's a look at the Westlake boys lineup. Logan Hunt, he was big for Westlake in their quarterfinal matchup. Matt Freeman, obviously, he's the tall black trialist this year. Isaac Latoa, one of the key guards. Greg Bukets and Joel Coffey rounding out their starting five. And, well, a man was on fire in this tournament so far. It's Matt Freeman, number 9 from Westlake boys, getting it done from everywhere on the floor, really showing us an array of skills. He's off to a big school in the States, and it's no wonder.
The future Oklahoma Sooner, this is the reason why he was so highly touted. We see some of those highlights against Rotorua boys. Rotorua boys have been coached by Jeff Green as well as this Fraser team, and they lost that game. I think that's indicative of the problems they may have today.
Well, another player that stood out in their quarterfinal matchup was Logan Hunt. He was a bit of a surprise package for Middleton Grange, and he drilled a few big shots in their quarterfinal win over Middleton Grange. And look for him again to feature in this match. Here's a look at their results.
We see they went through pool play with a loss versus Rotorua boys, as we've alluded to, but they came back showing great resilience to beat Burnside and then beat Middleton Grange. 24 points by Matt Freeman in the fourth quarter of that game. Only Logan Hunt scored with 8 as they got them home.
And there's Fraser High School from Hamilton, coached by Jeff Green, who's also coach of the NBL Waitakere City Rangers. His son, Tamamoko Green, number 4. Watch out for him. He's definitely one of their key players. Main point guard, Jethro Taylor. And their big guys, expect to see Hiram Harris, number 22, get busy in the paint for them.
This team plays at extremely high tempo, big scoring games. They average 97 a game, as we see them in the huddle. Hiram Harris, he's a very good interior player out front, and he may be a key contributor if he can get on top of Joel Coffey on the interior for Westlake.
Bit of a ritual there they were going through, not sure about that, but they're very together as a unit. Here's a look at their pool play action.
They were pretty dominant in pool play with 4 dominant wins. We see the high-scoring nature of many of those games. They ran into a very tough Ringi Tortor team where they lost. And then we saw a 105-102 quarterfinal win in overtime over Onehunga. This team proves to be a high-scoring unit. This game will very likely be played in the 90s.
Up in the 90s, free scoring. Both teams like to get out and push the ball and look for an exciting matchup. You can see the scores there for Fraser. A few 100-point games or thereabouts. So we're in for a fantastic AA semi-final. It's a great matchup there. You can see Jeff Green, the coach, alongside assistant coach, who they sort of, they share the duties, if you like. That's Caslow Evans.
Caslow, most famous in the coaching ranks. He had 1-year stint as an assistant to Nenad Vucinic and Nelson, and he brings that experience back to the Fraser setup.
There's Phil Campbell, the coach of the Westlake boys. We're all set. It's the AA semi-final. Westlake boys taking on Fraser High School. party-like atmosphere here at Arena Manawatu. The Fraser supporters in full voice there. They've brought their own band even behind their bench there. But we're in for a fantastic matchup. It's the AA boys semi-final between perennial favourites Westlake High School from the shore. They're taking on the boys from Fraser High School in Hamilton. Letoa controls things for Westlake, this very solid point guard. Man-to-man defense coming from Fraser to start the ball game. Rebound, that's Harris. And straight away we see Fraser's intentions.
They're very aggressive, looking to attack the rim and playing at a fast tempo.
Good defense there on Hiram Harris's baseline move. Letoa, no basket. It's on the ground before the foul.
Here we see Hiram Harris wheeling, dealing along the baseline, but the length of Westlake, Coffee with the block, that'll be a key factor today.
Sideline out of bounds for Westlake. Little down screen for Hunt. There's Freeman. Straight away launches that mid-range jumper, which he's been so effective at in this tournament. Tamamoko Green, coach's son, watched him grow up. He was one of those gym rats, quite a lot bigger than when I last saw Tamamoko, but very proficient shooter. And he's been around basketball, obviously following Dad around for a number of years now.
Yep, constant presence at these tournaments as a young whippersnapper, sneaking out to shoot as often as he could as Jeff coached teams. A previous winner of Fraser High School in this gymnasium. Dyson King High Wheel is the MVP of that tournament. Dwayne Bailey also a key feature, the current breaker in tall black.
There'll be a well-coached outfit, this Fraser High School team. For them, they enjoy the tempo, they like the physicality of play, and that's going to be one of the issues that Westlake has to deal with. Some work at the bench on the score clock, I believe. Just talking, where else are their strengths, this Fraser High School team, Zico?
Their tempo, they really try to wear you down as they put pressure on the defensive transition. They get to the rim often. If you collapse, they hit threes behind it. Daniel Green in the number 4 singlet, he was an unbelievable three-point shooter and made that the culture for Westlake, for Fraser. His younger brother, Tamamoko Green, in the number 4 singlet, now does that also. And then their pressure defense.
It's coaches Jeff Green and Caslow Evans. Just going through their strategy. Coached with Caslow a number of years ago down in Nelson. He's a very astute basketball mind. And Westlake, coached by Phil Campbell. And just laying down the law for his troops. He's one of the key players there, Marcus Freeman, just wiping his brow there with the towel. But look for him. He's definitely going to be the one that they're going to have to watch out for. Matt Freeman, sorry. Apai, the referee. Just letting teams know it's game on. It's AA semi-final action here from Palmerston North. Coach Jeff Green of his Fraser High School team looking on. Previous winner with Fraser. So he knows what it's like to get the W and hold that championship aloft. Tamamoko Green, coach's son out front for Fraser. They're in the purple strip, taking on Westlake High School. No good with the long bomb there. Here is Logan Hunt. Freeman Stops, pops, no good. Fraser, they like that tempo. Zone defense coming here from Westlake. Just packing it in is Tamamoko. He's off with his three-point attempt. Freeman with another defensive rebound.
And after promising a high-scoring game, the tempo is there, and that's why we believe it to be high-scoring, but the shooters have been cold so far.
Letoa probing, finding the gap off the on-ball screen. He's one to watch. Number 10 for Westlake. Solid point guard.
Averaged 21 points a game in pool play and then contributed with 14 points before fouling out in the quarter.
Nice little turnout there from Tamamoko Green. Letoa again. He's money with that little runner. He's had a few big shooting performances in this tournament so far. Day 5 of this competition. Inside they go to Hiram Harris. He's their go-to guy on the block. Second foul on Coffey. It'll be crucial.
This is kind of a touch foul, but in the greater scheme of things, I think Westlake will benefit if this game is called tight, because Fraser loves to play with a physical style.
Just looking at the size and quickness of someone like Hiram Harris, I think Coffey's going to struggle with him down on the block, to be honest, from what we've seen early, and I think it could be a feature. Fraser may well go back to Harris in the block again.
Harris has been a dominant player in this tournament for a long time. In 2012, he was a pretty dominant player as a year 10 at Nelson, and he's only better now.
They handle the pressure well. Saying that, Freeman turns it over. That's Jethro Taylor on the kick out to Tamamoko Green. This is his second attempt at a three, and Harris is there on the putback. Again, exerting his size and presence early for Fraser. Letoa, horn set. That's a double high screen action. One screens, one pops, and Freeman gets loose for his first triple of the game.
47 in the quarter yesterday. He's going to have to be on fire again if Westlake's going to score enough points to overcome this Fraser high-tempo offense.
There's a clean block from Coffey. Great block there. Individual defensive play. Letoa forces the issue and draws the foul of number 12. It's Dovin Barlow, and here's the clean block.
Here we see Coffey go up, and that's his length having an impact there.
Here's a look at Letoa. Judd Flavel, very keen on this young player. He's got a mere mark to trial for his under-19 New Zealand side. Promising guard for the future.
Led Harbour to a national championship at under-17 level this year in July.
And point guards in particular are an area of, I guess, you know, one of the areas that we need to develop some depth in over the next few years, and Letoa may well feature in that. Bit of pressure coming from Westlake. Fraser handle it, and Hiram straight to the rack. Aggressive play for him. He knows Coffey's on 2 fouls. Smart move.
Yeah, Hiram's very, very savvy player down low. He uses a lot of tricks and guile, and he's a real tough cover, as is Matt Freeman, who launches there but is off the back heel.
Freeman unable to get the short jumper to go. The pass is ahead.
There's the two-man interaction between the shooters. They use the threat of their shooting to get all the way to the rim, and we see Harris Solomon out of Hastings with the drive and the conversion.
Good aggressive play there from Solomon. Letoa with the pretty spin dribble. Kicks it out. It's Logan Hunt. On the follow, it's Freeman. Matt Freeman with the putback. Steal coming from Letoa. It's Greg Vukets. Pressure from the guards early. Tama launches another wide open three. It's only a matter of time, I think, before he starts nailing those. He's the sort of player you don't want to let him get a rhythm going.
That's for sure. He had 27 points in the win over Only Hunger in the quarter yesterday.
Pretty little post move, won't drop.
Here we see Miley with a spin move along the baseline, and he is unable to complete and fouls on the offensive rebound attempt.
Letoa, Westlake, it's all tied up. 5 minutes to run in this first period. Letoa surveys his options, pulls a little jumper. Coffee, the big man, on 2 fouls for Westlake. Solomon to Taylor. Green. 2-3 zone coming from Westlake. They're running a baseline cutter. Rebound. It's Harris Solomon getting busy on the O boards.
That time we see Maley push Coffee out the way and wasn't pinged for it, and that opened up the space for the offensive board for Fraser.
Westlake turning it over again. They handle the first part of that pressure, but a couple of turnovers coming from Freeman. Fraser needs to make use of these and convert. A semi-final matchup. It's knockout basketball. Day 5 of the New Zealand SAS Sports Secondary School Nationals. Hiram is going to have to get it up. Pretty looking fadeaway jumper. It's Hiram Harris for a deuce.
He's renowned for monster scoring performances, as is this man, and that's why.
Too much time and space for him to set his feet. He has a reasonably quick release anyway, does Matt Freeman. And Fraser are going to have to do a better job of contesting those outside jumpers from Matt Freeman especially. Another block from Coffee.
Well, Coffee with his 3rd decaffeination of the Fraser offense.
And too much space for Tama Green, the coach's son.
That's a great decision by Solomon. He could have rotated off Freeman to Vukets. Knowing Vukets isn't a great scorer, he stayed with Freeman.
Letoa getting loose in the paint area. And there you see Coach Green just willing his team on. He likes his team to play at pace. They wait for the post up. Harris surveying his options. There's a kick out. Tama, 2nd triple in a row for Tama Moko Green. He's feeling it right now. Coffee underneath all alone. Drops another 2. Jethro Taylor weaves through the pressure, goes all the way. It's another block from Coffee.
Both teams in pressure. Westlake with their bigs at the back are able to protect the rim better. Fraser plays their guards at the back, and here's the length at the back of that press causing an issue. The two philosophies have their strengths and weaknesses, but the shot blocking of Coffee at the back of that press with his 4th block is a strength for Westlake.
Playing, we believe, with a couple of fouls as Coffee. There's a shut the gate play. And Maley, another block from Coffee. Just holding his ground. Hunt on the breakout for Westlake. Back Letoa to Vukets. Offensive rebound. Foul or travel is going to be the decision. They've called a traveling violation on Letoa. Subs, check in.
See the entrance of Trey Barber into the game for Fraser.
Early advantage, 2 minutes to go in the first period. Fraser leads by 3 over Westlake boys. It's double A, day 5, semi-final time. Taylor launches from long range. That's good for 3.
Jethro Taylor's an exceptional shooter, ex-Hamilton boys player, and he's come across to Fraser, and his freedom within this offense has seen him flourish.
Litoa making a move on the Fraser guards. Pulls up in heavy traffic. Taylor on the push. Good steal here from Hunt. And there's a good example of a what we kind of as close as you get to a professional foul in basketball, but something we've talked about before in commentary, but it immediately slows down that fast break. And
the way Taylor reacted, though, I think he might have committed that professional foul unwittingly.
There's Jeff Green. He's had success at this tournament before with Fraser, winning the double A.
Also 4 NBL championships, 2 with Hutt Valley. Logan Hunt will try to stop him adding to his trophy case. He's also won 2 with the Waikato Titans.
Trey Barber off with the jumper. It's Thabo Mignori with the rebound for Westlake.
Thabo's rebounding and length and athleticism is why he's a New Zealand under-17 member. As Logan Hunt heats up, they go under the on ball. I don't think that's what Fraser wants, and we see Jeff react with a timeout.
Fantastic shooting there, Logan Hunt. He was massive for them in their quarterfinal win, and again, he's proving a little bit of a difference here as Westlake comes storming back. They're ahead 23-22 over Fraser.
Switch. That's lazy man's defense. We don't want to switch. You play straight up. We're going to go purple on Isaac and Logan. Okay, we'll go purple on Isaac and Logan. Everyone else will go bronze underneath. Remember, it's got to be, remember the weak side guy catches the roll.
And make them work on defense, because the more you spin it, the harder they got to work, the more time you can pick up for the fouls, and it will end up at the end of the game better for us. But nice comeback, guys, okay? Nice comeback. Yep, let's go. Come on, come on.
Let's keep that momentum up, boys. Finish
Go,
up.
Lake on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, run your horn. Run your horn.
Well, Logan Hunt has brought his Westlake team right back in the ball game. They're trailing by 1 against Fraser. He's hit a couple of big threes. Can Fraser answer back? There's Trey Barber on another little pull-up. No good. There's Hunt, the man of the moment for Westlake. Just hit 2 big three-pointers. Pressure at halfway for Latoa. There's the skip pass to the hot man, and Hunt unable to keep the hot streak going. There's the rebound, and Corey Annandale with the great little putback.
I think Corey Annandale is a very, very important X-factor for Westlake in this game. His shooting and athleticism will be key.
Trey Barber, since he's come on, he's taken 3 quick shots. As Litoa brings it over the timeline, and shot clock winding down. Westlake slightly ahead. It's quarter time here at Arena Manawatu. They're up 24 over Fraser on 23.
Moves, and we've got an opportunity to get a better shot and an offensive rebound.
So defensively, we know what we're doing. All right, we're going to double the on ball on the 2, number 10 and number 9.
On Logan and Isaac.
Okay, number 10, number 9. Got it? All right, and when we double big, and we're pushing them out. Understand? All right, so when the double comes over, this guy's and he's big. The big is coming over. He's pushing them this towards this way, halfway. Big. All right. And as soon as he picks it up or he's looking to pass, then we're coming back here with our hands big in the passing lane. All right. Running back to our man, right back into the middle. Understood? All right. And we're going to make sure on the weak side we don't want to sag too low. All right. If Matt Freeman's out here, we don't want to be all the way in the midline just to catch. We've got to make sure if they're going to chuck it around to here, we can recover there. Okay. All right. Good. Listen, that's a better start. It's one of the best starts we've had all tournament.
All tournament, boys.
All right. It's a good
Just
start.
got to capitalise on it, eh?
Now we just got to keep working it out. All right.
Just don't let them get it in. Just come high on it. Sure, you've got to go low when the ball goes over there, but you know, just move, hands, get to the shooters, You're going all right. But it hurts.
Start of the second quarter. It's Fraser with the ball out of bounds. Taking on Westlake in this AA boys semi-final match. Westlake boys slightly ahead. Inside, the pass goes to Hiram Harris. Gets a second chance at it. Makes it count. Fraser now ahead by 1.
Without Coffee in the game, there's a little bit less length to protect the rim for Westlake.
There's the physical play, and Harris all the way to the basket. And one of the best blockers in this game so far has been Coffee for the Westlake team. He's been busy swatting some shots from the paint area for Westlake. Freeman on the drive. Gets the lucky roll. Westlake back in front. Inside they go to Harris again. Big to big pass. Big block this time from Freeman. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to hurry. Tamamoko Green draws contact from Thabo.
And now we see the length of Matt Freeman taking away the high-low layup. There's a lot of length on this Westlake team that you have to count for when you try to finish at the basket.
Tamamoko Green, their coach's son. Off with the first. There's the coach watching his son drop the second. Some pressure coming here from Fraser. No trap. Turnover, Westlake. Taylor on the push. Harris. Taylor, one dribble pull up. Freeman pulls down the board. Litoa controls things for Westlake. Here comes an on ball. Rejects the screen and wide open on the drive to the basket.
That's the third game we've had Westlake, and every time we say he loves to reject the screen, but the message is not always getting through to the players.
Sitting in the zone defense. Tamamoko thinks about a three, drives to the lane. It's a miraculous runner to drop. Again, the pressure from Fraser. There's the trap. Litoa likes the look of that one. Taylor again pushes it ahead to Tamamoko Green. Taylor tiptoes down the baseline, throws up the lefty.
Jethro led Fraser scorers in the quarterfinal with 28 against Onehunga.
Freeman. On ball coming. Again, Latoa rejects the screen. No foul call. Back-to-back steals. It's Hunt. foul called here. Looks like it's going to go on number 22, Hiram Harris.
Could have gone either way there, I think.
There's the passage of play that led to that foul. That's Hunt with the pull-up. Unable to get it to drop.
In fact, he's very hard done by getting that foul call.
Not sure where the foul was there. However, Green on the push-out for Fraser. Leading by 4. 6 minutes to go in the second period. Taylor.
He's
Taylor
got good
again.
range.
Nice little feed there. Unable to get the scoop was Harrison Solomon. Straight away, they look to employ their pressure defense as Litoa skies all the way to the basket, and here's a call. The board was slapped by number 15, Harris Solomon, and were unable to touch that in play, so they'll count the basket.
Yeah, the backboard can be vibrated and can cause the ball to kick out like it did there, and therefore you're not allowed to move the basket support in order to cause a miss.
Green just having a discussion with the ref. Taylor. Solomon on the penetration, kicks out. The Westlake ball out of bounds. Errant shot there from Alasiale Maili. Litoa. Hunt on the perimeter. Little on ball action. Defender shows hard. And Solomon out on the run out. Pretty little reverse layup.
If Hunt sees those hard shows, he shouldn't be looking to keep the ball. He should be kicking it on or kicking it back to Matt Freeman, wide open on the pick and pop.
Freeman, hard drive to the basket, showing his skill set. Taylor, straight back at them for Fraser. Little out of control. It's kind of a little bit like how Fraser like to play sometimes. They're used to playing at that pace. For some, it might seem like they're out of control.
Yeah, they definitely like a high tempo. Here's another man who likes a high tempo, Corey Annandale. I think he's the X factor for Westlake.
That was money looking three-point shot. The lead back with Westlake. They're up by 1. This exciting AA boys semi-final. Solomon with the pull-up. That's good.
Dovin Barlow, number 12, with a great screen as he's known for.
Got to have those guys that set screens to free up those shooters. As we see James Moores hit his little mid-range jumper.
6'5", year 11 big. Gives them shooting off the bench. Taylor
with a nice screen again. Frees him up from the perimeter. So important to have those guys that do those, set those screens and do the dirty work. Got a timeout called. It's Fraser ahead, 38 over Westlake on 35.
We just got to be strong with the ball.
Yeah.
Giving up that
You are. Be very strong there. Run away, because that seems to be working quite nicely at the moment. Okay, so set it up. Yeah, set it up over that far corner there. Okay, come hard to the ball. Okay, and be strong with the ball. Just getting it taken away from it because they want the ball. Okay, box out and we'll be right.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 3, 1, 2, 3, play. Defensively, once the press breaks down, they've got 2 guys now. We've got to make sure we get back to them because they can pop them. All right, so as soon as the press breaks, we're going to bust our butts to get back to the middle. All right? Yeah, we're still colours. Hey, we've got this, guys.
6-point early lead for Fraser High School off the back of some pretty good shooting. Toru Piro, that's Jethro Taylor, dropping another bomb for his Fraser side. Has them with a slight advantage over Westlake, but it's been a ding-dong battle so far, going back and forth. And expect more of the same as Annandale launches his second three, and Harris can't handle the rebound.
I don't believe that hit the ring, but we've seen the shot clock be reset, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Referee G.T. Ham, possibly the premier referee in this tournament, has noticed that. He also makes an awesome barbecue, and I'm sure he'll rectify the situation.
Okay, can you get...
Well, they must have heard you.
So it's 10 seconds on the shot clock.
A reset to 10. Lucky we've got
10 seconds on the shot
Zico
clock.
Coronel in our commentary. He's New Zealand's only human walking basketball encyclopedia. Great to have you here, Zico.
Great to be here.
Jeff Green. Having a discussion with Apai. Westlake out of bounds. 5 second, oh, close to a 5 second call there. Almost get the steal out of that. Good pressure defense coming from Fraser.
That pin screen for Freeman worked very well against Middleton Grange, but Fraser, reading the scouting report, locked it up.
Freeman. Logan Hunt.
They obviously didn't read the scouting report on Hunt. He's very streaky.
Well, he's not afraid to take those big shots either, as we saw in the dying stages of the quarterfinal matchup. He came up huge, did Logan Hunt, number 6 for Westlake. Here's a double. Hiram dribbling his way out of it. Multiple fakes there from Maley. He does a good job staying with the play.
Maley's been a real good energy guy on the interior. He struggles to finish as an undersized big, but his energy can't be folded.
Maley knocks the first one in for Fraser. All tied up again. Nails the second. 1 point lead for Fraser. Hunt skip pass to Freeman. Sees an opening. Hunt again. Plenty of space for him. That's his, I think it's his 3rd or 4th triple of the ball game. So big plays coming from Logan Hunt on the Westlake side.
I believe that's the 11th lead change for the half as Latoa strips it and gets to the foul line. 11 lead changes in a half is quite a seesaw battle.
Got a great match unfolding in front of us. Latoa with the nice steal. And there we see great camera work. Māori television. Kia ora. Great to have this coverage. We've had so many comments from people around the stadium about how rapt they are that basketball is going to be back on TV in New Zealand. The NBL struggle to get coverage, but not the New Zealand Secondary School National. So kia ora, Kahawhai TV, Māori television. As Litoa misses the second. Freeman there with the offensive glass. Can't get it to drop. Solomon on a super fast transition basket attempt from Fraser. You know, we know they don't like to muck around. Taylor, Solomon off one pass and he's going to the rim.
Yeah, for a long time, Jeff's run the Redland system, which is a very famous system that promotes speed, quick open shots. He's been ahead of his time in the use of the three-point shot over the last 20 years, pioneering that use in New Zealand.
Harris Solomon. Short, but there's the rebound from the hard-working Maley. Unable to convert. Westlake, they dodge a bullet there. Slight lead by 2 points. Here's the screen. And there's the switch, or double.
That's Fraser's purple defense, where they try to take the space away from the dribble and force them to pass. They execute it well there. They want to do it against Latoa and Hunt.
Freeman pushes off, but gets away with the call and drops another short jumper. Taylor from the corner launches another bomb. That's good. He's got his radar locked in, Jethro Taylor. Latoa. It's a skip pass to Freeman. Tamamoko Green on the breakout. Well stopped there. Turnover. Freeman. Wanted the foul, no call.
He's wanted the N1 call a number of times and hasn't been able to get it. He has to be careful to keep his emotions in check and not get a technical foul, as Jeff Green also is unhappy with the refereeing.
3 points the lead now for Westlake. It's going back and forth. Solomon on the baseline drive. Maley can't handle the pass. Right idea. It's good penetration.
Here we see the great drive and the great understanding from Solomon as he draws the shot blocker, and Maley possibly doesn't need to dribble that, just go up quick on the catch.
Yeah, no dribble needed there. Latoa. Minute 30 to play in the second period. Westlake with a 3-point lead. There's the drive from Freeman. Again, no foul called. There's plenty of contact, and just Annandale and Tamamoko Green discussing probably not pizza or anything like that, Zico.
Maybe they just disagree on what's the better kind of ice cream, chocolate or Rocky Road, I'm not sure. But what has been called as an unsportsmanlike foul, which will lead to 2 free throws and possession. The way Jeff's reacting, I believe that Westlake will be the recipients of this 2 free throws and possession. They'll be able to choose someone to shoot. It looks like Matt Freeman will shoot the ball.
And that is, that's Hiram Harris just discussing things with Apai. And Green, Coach Green, not happy with the call.
Hiram Harris has 12 and 10, the key player at this stage, and Freeman steps to the line with 16 points and 6 rebounds.
So we've got no lineup here. It's unsportsmanlike foul.
It was an unsportsmanlike foul, so Freeman cannot allocate himself to take the free throws. It has to be Corey Annandale, who was the one who was actually fouled, and GT Han is on top of that.
So there's plenty of contact there on the foul, and there we see Annandale come in, and the reaction from Solomon. So I think that's the unsportsmanlike foul that they've called. We saw the little shove from Harris Solomon. And Corey Annandale puts second free throw in, and they'll get possession as well. That's what happens with an unsportsmanlike foul. Couple of shots and possession. So a chance here for Westlake to extend their lead. Freeman with the step back.
They've had some success pulling Harris out on the floor to defend Freeman on the perimeter, but he defends that exceptionally well there.
Westlake content to sit in their big 2-3 zone. Jethro Taylor trying to find some gaps in there. Loses the handle.
Taylor's trying to do too much at this stage. That'll be his 4th turnover for the half. He had already drawn 2 defenders. He had a wide open shooter on his right flank. He just needs to calm down, take what the defense gives him, make the right play.
It's, you know, take what the defense gives you. It's such a key for players. You know, what's in front of them? Is my defender rushing out at me? Have I got a shot fake and drive? Is he sitting off me? You know, and it's a key for any defender to know, one, who you're marking, what their strengths are, what they like to do, and to try and take those things away from that particular player.
We saw a good job there. Horan Harris marking the shooter Freeman, carrying a hand, taking away the jump shot. That's exactly what you're talking about in that instance.
Yep. Someone like Freeman, you've got to have a long closeout, because that'll happen if you don't get to him in time. Silky smooth jumper for him.
We saw them defend that baseline out of bounds really well and switch it, but that time they tried to shirt tail, got picked off, and Freeman gets open.
Shirt tail is just when you trail your offensive player right on his shirt tail, exactly that. Turnover for Fraser. It will give a chance for Westlake to close out the half. And Coach Phil Campbell wants to talk about things. And Westlake with the slight advantage, up 51 over Fraser on 45.
Over there. On the bench. On the bench.
Hey, listen. They're extending the zone out way high, and all we're doing is we're extending out further. Letting them dictate it to us. And then we dribble into small gaps where there's no seam.
Yeah, that's what Chico's done all the time. He just trying to dribble against a little gap.
The pressure we need to put to them defensively works off us penetrating on them. Okay? If we just shuffle and pass, it's not going to do any pressure.
So you put it in, Corey, you two there. Go long, James. Matt comes to the halfway. Okay. With about 10 seconds to go, 8 seconds, go and put the screens on, Corey and James, put the screens on. Go. The other two flare.
Corey, go long.
Okay.
They go 3, 1, 2, 3.
Don't let up now. Don't let up now.
.20 seconds to run in this first half. Westlake will close it out. Let's see what they have out of this timeout. It's like an on-ball action here for Litoa. They jump out on 2 on-balls but Litoa still able to get to the rim. What determination. Drops it off for number 13. That's James Moore. Great play from Westlake to end this first half. They're up 53 over Fraser on 45. It's the AA boys semi-final. We're about to get underway in the third period. You can see Westlake boys being dominant in their second period. They have a slight lead heading into this third period. Logan Hunt about to throw the ball in. He's been huge for this Westlake team, not just in the quarterfinal, but in that second quarter he featured prominently, as did Latoa with the ball. And Freeman double high on ball. They dive one big and pop the other. Freeman steps outside. Latoa sees an opening. Hunt, can he continue his hot streak? Yes, he can.
The big three for Westlake, Hunt, Freeman, Latoa, combined for 40 points so far, 44 points so far. They've all played the entire game.
Taylor has to get busy. Shot clock winding down. Tamamoko Green unable to connect, but there's Harris. Dominant inside presence for Fraser. Wills his way to the basket. Multiple fakes, multiple step-throughs. He had to work hard for that too.
14 and 11 for Harris.
Plenty of contact, no call there. Green tries a nifty little scoop move. No call there. He was hunting for a foul. It's James Moores, I believe, for Westlake. Starting the game. Sorry, that's Greg Vukits. Harris out top for Fraser. Solomon drives the baseline. Pretty little pull-up for him.
Yeah, he comes over from Hastings, where they really teach those floaters and intermediate range game well. He's learnt that under the tutelage of Curtis Wooden. Employs it for Fraser now.
Oh, it's so important for guards to have that skill. As Freeman's off with his first three-pointer attempt of the second half, but man of the moment, Logan Hunt. He has been solid.
Big factor in this game is the fact that the big three, as we see one of them, Hunt knock it down here, have only one foul combined. Hunt has a foul, but Freeman and Latoa have not fouled yet. That would have been a key factor in this game if one of those guys had got in foul trouble, especially Latoa, who's needed to break the Westlake, the Fraser pressure. Them not having fouls bodes well for Westlake to advance to the final.
Continues his hot shooting. Does Logan Hunt, extends the lead for Westlake. Tama, Solomon, again looking for that nice little pull-up, gets it to go again. Freeman just not extending out to cover that. Handoff, little weave action. Latoa, nice, pretty give and go. And Hunt can't finish it. Well executed play there.
Using the pick and pop of Freeman to draw defenders away from the rim and opening up space for the cut of Logan Hunt.
And there's just too big and too strong for Coffey. Gets a little bit of space and able to use his skills off the dribble and drives hard to his favoured left hand, and good finish there from Hiram.
Coffey had a number of blocks in the first half, officially 4, though I do believe he had more than that. But the downside of that is if you get the foul.
Hiram good with his free throw. Fraser back to within 4. 7 minutes to play in this third period. Westlake in the white strip ahead over Fraser in this AA boys semi-final. Freeman with the contact. Doesn't get the lucky roll. Worked hard to get an offensive rebound there and another attempt.
You see Harris, he's a center, having to mark the agile and quick shooter of Freeman, and he's struggling to stay in front of him on the perimeter. Freeman getting by him and drawing the foul.
Been impressed with what we've seen so far from Matt Freeman. Tall black trialist. He's heading to a big school in the States. He had a huge game in the quarterfinal. Set a record for scoring, and he's on his way to another big total today.
47 points in the quarterfinal. That's why the University of Oklahoma wants him. Lon Kruger, the only coach to coach 5 different schools for NCAA tournament appearance. He's going to be under great guidance when he gets to Norman, Oklahoma.
Harris snaffles a O board, and Taylor, good penetration and kick out. Tama Moko Green, no good from 3. There's Coffee. Vitor settles things down for Westlake. Man-to-man coming here from Fraser. They double the on-ball. Hunt thinks about another triple. Fraser, good deflections there. They come up with a turnover. Fraser down by 6. Here's Taylor. Familiar looking zone from Westlake, hacking it in, forcing Fraser to execute their zone offense. Good block there from Freeman, as we see Solomon again creates some problems off the dribble this time. Man-to-man again for Fraser.
Stagger play, and they try to pop Freeman into the space.
Hiram ahead to Solomon. Can't get the layup to drop. And here's Hunt. Pushing the issue. There's a foul from Dovin Barlow, I think. A little body shove.
Dovin Barlow, a very physical player, and we see that there. He's the man who's been setting the great screens and getting his shooters open. He loves to bang bodies.
Been subbed off. Full beard for Dovin Barlow. It must be it is the school holidays.
He wouldn't have been allowed that when he was a student at St. John's College.
Freeman. Multiple attempts. Follows his own shot. It's another deuce for Matt Freeman, a leading scorer for Westlake boys. Again, trying to solve this Westlake zone puzzle. Fraser. Penetration. There's the dish to Hiram. We've got a foul on the baseline. Is this Coffey's 3rd or 4th foul, or is it going to go on Freeman?
I believe they'll call that on Coffey. He's picked up 2 fouls in quick succession, and that is his 3rd, I believe, as he exits the game. And we see Tabo Manieri, the New Zealand under-17 national team member, replace him. A real luxury to have those kind of impact players coming in off the bench for Coach Phil Campbell.
They're deep. They've got a solid roster, Westlake and Campbell. There's a number of players to call on at any stage in the ball game. So, would you say they're the deeper of the 2 teams, Zico, roster-wise, or Fraser's?
I think the depth is probably pretty equivalent. I mean, Westlake has 41 basketball teams at their school, so they certainly have a depth of players. No surprises, 5-time champions in the last 10 years, as we see on their singlet, the 5 ferns signifying each of those championships, the last coming in 2013.
Hiram Harris drops a second. Shot of Coach Green, the Fraser coach. Freeman. He lets it fly from just inside triple range. Good solid ball movement coming there from Westlake. Taylor. 6 points to lead for Westlake. 5 minutes to run in this 3rd period. Taylor launches from triple land. Can't get it to drop, and there is one of the shining lights so far in this quarter. It's Harris Solomon for Fraser, keeping the score ticking over for the Hamilton School. Thabo Menyere, nice fake inside. Good hustle play. It's Vuquets. Can't get it to drop, and Hiram Harris on ball set for Taylor. Thinks about a triple. Here's Solomon. Driving hard to the basket. No call there. Jump ball here. Possession arrow will stay with Fraser.
They have 6 seconds on the shot clock here to get off a shot off the space line out of bounds. As we see the sweat being wiped out. Interesting, these two schools have combined for 4 of the past 6 national championships. Westlake in 2009, 12 and 13. Fraser in 2010. The majority of those championships here on this floor, except for 2012 when Westlake won in Nelson.
It was the Ty Webster era. There we go, they kick it back to the corner. Taylor thinks about a 3, penetrates, pulls up. Shot clock expires. That's a turnover for Fraser. Westlake ball. Still just with the 4-point lead. This is AA boys semi-final action from Palmerston North. Latour, good closeout there from Solomon. Excellent individual defense from Harris Solomon. I mean, Latour's very quick.
Yeah, Latour is very hard to stay in front of, but Solomon's showing he knows how to defend, gets the steal, and then in the hustle situation, Latour commits the foul. You can see how proud Solomon is of that great effort.
Nothing wrong in taking pride in your defensive effort, individually especially. Zone coming from Westlake again. You've got to get some ball movement. There we go, skip pass, a little bit of penetration. They need some inside touches. They need someone else moving to the basket. When Hiram gets that ball in the block there, he needs a target. Tharbor comes up with a loose ball. We've got a loose ball foul on Tama.
That's what Tabo does well. He's a great rebounder in the ilk of Dennis Rodman. Hustle plays, uses his length and his quickness, his athleticism to come up with possessions for Westlake.
Here we see the work on the glass there by Thabo. Migneri. Litoa. Man-to-man from Fraser again. They show hard on the on-ball screen. And Freeman gets loose on the tray line.
Isolated wing on ball is good for attacking that hard show. You can pop Freeman into the space towards the corner.
Fantastic wraparound pass. Harris Solomon is definitely getting busy. Dovon Barlow, the recipient of that pass. Vukets tied up literally by Tamamoko Green. He'll get a personal foul and Vukets will get to the free throw line.
Here's the drive. He draws Manieri and has the vision of find Barlow on the backside. Vukets late on the V-back for victory on the help side.
Foul trouble for Tamamoko Green, the coach's son. He'll take a seat. Probably won't see him again. Possibly we will in this third period. There's his father looking on. Jeff Green. Freeman, board. Unable to get it to drop. And Thabo Migneri hustled for that. Was called for the personal. And Fraser will have a chance to tie the ball game up. Pit stop start this third period. Fraser again facing the Westlake zone. There's the ball movement. There's a better job at getting the ball moving against that zone. They get a second bite at it.
And it's knocked down by Barber off the left corner, ex-Hamilton Boys student. Created by Dovin Barlow. He's weight rooming Manieri on the back of that zone.
On ball screen action there. The help side comes across from Solomon and Thabo Migneri. Tough runner.
Answers back at Barlow with that skill play, the younger player. He's doing a great job battling the older Barlow.
They need that ball movement, and there is Taylor finding space in the corner. Freeman with the defensive rebound. Latoa. Again, good solid defense from Harris Solomon. He has single-handedly really done a fantastic job at both ends. Here he is, number 15. Just holds his ground again. Comes up with the big defensive rebound. He's fired up. Get himself to the free throw line. He's been pretty inspirational so far, Zico.
Yeah, Solomon's been one of the key players for Fraser throughout this tournament. He gives them a bit of toughness, undersized 4. He can still play fast, so they're able to maintain the tempo that they desire, but he plays above his size, so they can battle the length of some of these Auckland teams that have so much size and athleticism on the interior.
Misses the second end of his free throw. Westlake leading by 1. Freeman slices his way to the basket for another deuce. On the run out, it's Harris end-to-end action here.
Here we see, once again, Freeman take Harris out on the floor where he struggled to mark him. He understands that he's going to close hard to a shot, so he blows by and scores. 26 points for Freeman on the night. He had 24 in the fourth quarter. If he replicates that, we might see a 50-point game tonight, but that's probably unlikely.
Freeman will be happy with a W. As Harris edges his Fraser team closer to Westlake. Just 2 points the difference now. Been at Fraser since he was a year 9 student. Westlake through Latoa. Freeman again gets his defender to back off. Just seen what he can do with that drive. There's the kick ahead. And foul coming. Hiram Harris rightly takes it straight to the basket and challenges him, and Freeman goes straight up. A little bit of a case for a push-off with the offhand. That's what Freeman's suggesting. However, there was contact and good sportsmanship shown between those two.
Yeah,
foul, no foul, Zico. Foul, no foul, Zico.
I think Freeman was pretty vertical. He was probably pretty hard done by, and Harris initiated the contacts. I don't know if I would have called an offensive foul, but possibly. No call.
Just drying his hands. You get players who sweat a lot and other players who don't sweat much. He looks like he's one of those guys, Hiram Harris, that sweats.
He's definitely done a lot of sweating. To his credit, he's lost a ton of weight, and that's partly why he's dominating this tournament. He has a great future. His work ethic is very, very meritorious.
I remember him as a year 9 student, and he was of similar size when he was year 9. But he's really, seems like he's grown into his body, and he has a smooth array of moves in the block. Annandale, Hunt. Annandale launches that long arcing 3, and Freeman, man of the moment, comes up with another putback. He's been a real thorn in the side for the Fraser team on the offensive rebound, Zico.
Yeah, he uses his length there. Diversification of offense, 3-point shots, jumpers, and stickbacks.
Just, I think that's Trey Barber. Manhandled that ball out of him, but another turnover. And we've got Dovin Barlow getting tied up at halfway in possession arrow.
The possession goes over to Westlake. On jump balls, the possession alternates, and this time it's Westlake's turn. Here's Barlow with a great hustle. Latoa also affecting the tie-up. Barlow injuring himself in the process. I'm sure he'll be okay. Very, very tough player. He loves physical contact. He'll collect himself in the last 30 seconds here as Westlake looks for a shot before the quarter expires. Barlow I'd expect to see back in the fourth. Freeman on pick and pop. Gets himself some space at the three-point line as Harris gambles, and he goes bust.
Big time shooting from Matt Freeman. Extends the Westlake lead. Up by 6. Jethro Taylor tries to answer. Solomon, yes. 3 points now, the lead. Huge basket. Closing out the third quarter, it's Harris, Solomon, but it's Westlake still leading this one slightly in the first AA boys semi-final. They're up by 3 over Fraser.
Hey, it's the offensive boards they're getting, which is really, really hurting us. You've actually got to really harden up and scramble for it. You know, if it's a 50-50 ball, rip it, okay? Absolutely rip it. Go chasing the boards. You're out there to rebound and chase the boards, okay? Yep, get the hands up on the shooters again, right? Yeah. Now, offense. When we are static, we look terrible. We absolutely shocking, and we're all standing around watching. I've been saying this all game.
Let's say you're double teaming, you've got to really talk and say, hey, balls here, right? And that discourages it, right? Because if Hiram's going to come out and close out short, this guy who's coming has to bust his bum back.
Or even this outside man, whoever's out here.
Well, no, because that's a couple of times here, Jet's been caught helping too high because they're sending the other shooter in the corner.
Yeah, I know that, but like, you know how we stand face. Straight on.
Listen, the help doesn't come from this side yet, it's got to come from the opposite side. Because the one time you come help in and they
Especially
kick
if
it
that's
in,
Logan.
okay? So you've got to stay on Logan. We know who we've got. Listen, we'll live with the layup if Logan doesn't get a 3, okay? All right, I mean, I'm not saying we will get it, but he's the one that we've got to stop, okay?
Good job, man.
Yeah, offensively, guys, it's good. We're taking our shots. You're looking for your own shot. We're not relying on 2 people. It's good. Now we need more out of you, buddy. Right, you've played good all tournaments. You can't go missing in the semi-final. All right, let's go. Big one. All right, defense up. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Get it, dog. Get it.
Well, it's AA boys semi-final action between Westlake boys and Fraser and Toru Piro. That's 3-pointers. That's right, people. It's raining threes here in this AA boys semi-final between Fraser and Westlake in the white strip. Westlake boys with the slight advantage. Up by 3, and we're set for an exciting last quarter in this first semi-final game between Fraser High School from Hamilton taking on one of the favourites, Westlake, as Hiram Harris brings his team back within 1.
Yeah, both. There we see the rejection of the screen by Isaac Otoa. When will they learn? He does it every time he gets an on ball. You give him any sliver to the baseline, he takes it and he does it effectively.
Excellent skills shown by Litoa, just taking what the defence gives him.
What the defense has been giving Westlake is good opportunities from 3. They're shooting 8 of 17 from 3, almost 50%, an exceptional shooting performance. Not to be outdone, Fraser is 7 for 20, pretty good.
Yep, Toru Piro. 3-point shooters from both teams getting it done. Fraser. Barber into Harris. The kick out to Trey Barber, and boom! Toru Piro, another one, this time coming from Trey Barber. She's all tied up here in Palmerston North. They show hard on the on-ball with Litoa. There's the skip pass, Freeman. And just a little too close there. That's Maley.
As soon as you see Maley close out and put 2 hands on the penetrator, right there, 2 hands on the penetrator, that's an automatic foul.
And Freeman doing a smart job against that defender. There's Maley, disappointed in that call. Lutoa steps back for 3. Hustle coming from Solomon again. He was a real live wire in the 3rd period for Fraser. Look for him to continue his hustling action at both ends of the court. Here he is, Solomon. Finds Harris inside. Barber on the pull-up. Lutoa decides against early attack at the basket. Freeman. He goes straight to the rim, showing his skills off the dribble there. Real handful for this Fraser lineup is Matt Freeman. Continues to fire his Westlake team, leading from the front. He's the leading scorer for them. Taylor.
I'm a little surprised by the Fraser pickup point, allowing Westlake to be so comfortable as Taylor up fakes, gets some space and knocks down a 3 as they retake the lead.
Big shot from Jethro Taylor. They run a double on-ball action there. And Lutoa finds Freeman on the perimeter. Again, he attacks the basket.
Here we see the undersized Taylor doesn't have a lot of space, but he up fakes, stays behind the 3-point line and knocks down the high arcing shot. That's a good job of staying behind the 3-point line and getting full value for the shot.
You've seen Jethro Taylor in Hamilton. Is his shot always not have any spin on the ball, or is it just that one? Or
I can't think that that shot looks particularly unusual for me, but I can remember him making a hell of a lot of shots.
That's the thing, if it's going in, it's all good, as it is for Matt Freeman at the moment. So he misses that one, and Fraser will get the ball out of bounds. All tied up again. Big crowd here at Arena Manawatu, as you'd expect for day 5 of the SAS Sport New Zealand Secondary School Nationals. Taylor again from the corner. He's caught fire and gives Fraser a 3-point lead. Clutch shooting here from Jethro Taylor. And have we got an answer from Hunt? Not quite. There is Jethro Taylor. 5 toru piros in this game so far. And we've still got just under 7 minutes to play in the 4th period.
Of his 17 points, 15 of them from the 3-point line. That indicates they need to close out hard.
Trey Barber with a runner. Freeman. His team finds themselves down by 5. Make that 3. Tough runner. A little bit of pressure coming from Westlake. Taylor almost loses it. And Hiram Harris throws it up there. It'll count. Freeman from long range. He finds space.
I believe he's approaching 40 points. He might be within 1 basket of making it.
He's tough. Off the dribble, 39 points we've just heard for Matt Freeman. Solomon thinks about a pull-up. Drives hard to the basket and draws the foul again. Harris Solomon providing much needed attack for this Fraser side, but here's Matt Freeman. And there is Solomon, just being relentless with his effort and hustle at both ends of the court. And Coach Green's got to be happy with his performance.
Up over 20 points for the night. He also contributed 20 points in their quarterfinal win. Consistent performer.
And there is Green, barking out his orders to his troops. Harris Solomon. Makes the second. 3 points to lead for Fraser in this AA boys first semi-final. Litoa to the basket. Maley can't handle the rebound, and Westlake will get a new clock, or 14.
We see Westlake, they've been running a little pin screen for Freeman. They look to be in the same alignment. It'll be interesting to see if Freeman comes to the right corner here for an open jump shot. Fraser's defended it successfully with the switch on occasion, but they've also gave him some rhythm jump shots.
Looks
here we
like,
see the move.
Looks like they've gone to zone out of that, out of bounds, because maybe Taylor's off to the races. One-on-one with Taylor, or Litoa, sorry. And Westlake come up with the ball. Here's Freeman, thinks about a triple, and wisely gets all the way to the rim. Hey, I'll get a two-pointer instead.
His tournament record, unofficially, 47. He's approaching that now with 41.
Solomon, shovel pass to Hiram Harris, working hard against the taller Westlake bigs down in the block. Litoa comes up with it. Just 1 point, the lead for Fraser. There is Litoa. You got to love it, Zico. The game's getting tight, and your big key players are making those big plays, and that's what you want to expect as a coach. Litoa, that time forcing the issue.
Yeah, he's been pretty big time. He's used to this. He very often ends up in the finals, tournament teams at nationals. It's no surprise as he plays through the break and knows that he's arriving large in this AA semi-final.
$16 points for the point guard and one of the leaders for the Westlake team, Litoa, and sub Dovin Barlow, unmistakable with the beard. Checks back into the ball game for Fraser. Taylor, little bit of pressure. Here's Solomon. Back to Maley. Fouled by Litoa. He's going to get 2 shots there in the bonus. No, he must have called a shooting foul there, Zico.
Yeah, he had picked up the dribble, I believe, by the time the 2 hands had gone on Miley.
So just explain this, how it's a shooting foul.
Well, they've obviously called the contact pretty late on that because he initially made contact on the dribble and the contact remained as he picked up the dribble. If the contact happens after he's no longer dribbling, it's automatically considered to be a shooting foul.
This is the front end. His team trailing by 1. 1 point the lead for Litoa's Westlake team. Freeman, too much space there. He misses the 3-pointer attempt. Taylor. Tamamoko Green, the coach's son. Here's Solomon. Great block there from Coffey. Taylor gets loose on the perimeter. Vukets comes up with it. And Litoa settles things down for Westlake. Every possession just so crucial this stage of the game, as Freeman, just too much time and space for him.
And for our friends watching in Oklahoma, that's what you have to look forward to as he heads to the Sooner State, where he will play college basketball. College coaches who are watching, we have some great talent out here. This is why we want to see more and more of you coming and scouting our Kiwi players.
Dovin Barlow working hard to try and keep that in play for his team, and Litoa. Freeman again being aggressive, this time going off the glass. Vuket's valuable offensive rebound, but throws it away to Tamamoko Green. Taylor. Tamamoko, he's thinking about it. Yep, he pulls the trigger. He likes the look of that. He's not afraid to take those big shots. That's the coach's son. Jethro, Taylor, and Tamawaka just willing Coffee to come out. Coffee doesn't get a hand up, and booyah! It's a 3-pointer, timeout taken. It's all tied up again, 89 all in this boys AA semi-final matchup.
So we've gone back into 2. All right, so 2, 1, 2. All right, we've got to make sure we know where Maddie and Logan are the whole time. We'll give up Isaac. Yeah. All right. So
We have to give up something.
all right. So if they're in the corner, this guy's got to get out. All right, and Maddie's here, then we've got to stay here. All right, we'll stay in the middle. We've got to give up something though. All right, but listen. We need to get down and rebound, every single one of us, because they're looking. We've got to box out. Don't make it.
Let's go. Come on, guys.
Come on, boys. Here we go. Make it 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go, boys.
Possession key down the stretch as we're all tied up in this boys AA semi-final matchup. Westlake in the white strip playing against Fraser. Litoa misses from long range. He gets his own rebound. They'll reset again. Little screen action. Good defense there. Coffee with the little shovel pass from Litoa makes it count. The lead is just 2 for Westlake. Hiram Harris finds Solomon. Back to Barlow. Can't get it to drop. Bukets. Great hustle there from Harris. Tamamoko Green. Would have been a huge 3 if he got that one to go. 2 minutes to go. Possession, just so crucial, Zico.
Yeah, I think we're going to see them look for the on-ball pick and pops. Trying to get Freeman space to catch and shoot, but they turn it over, and here comes Fraser doing what they do best.
Taylor thinks about a triple. He waits for reinforcements, and it's another clean block from Coffee. Skilled defensive play there. Just kept his distance, kept the hand up. Clean block. Hiram Harris. He goes straight back at him. This time he draws the foul. Hiram Harris getting himself to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's the kind of persistence you got to show. Shot blockers, yeah, they might get one, but they'll also draw their fair share of fouls if you keep attacking them.
Yeah, the best blocks are the ones you obviously, you get possession of. But so often, sometimes the mental aspect of, throwing someone's shot out to the 4th row can be a big factor as well.
Winning's normally the biggest factor, and you'd rather see it spark a fast break. Bill Russell was famous for doing that, and that's perhaps why he had 11 championships in 13 years and 18 and 21 in his overall basketball career.
Harris drops the first. Fraser within 1. Tied ball game. 2 minutes to play in this AA boys semi-final from Palmerston North. Westlake. Litoa gets that double screen action with Freeman popping. Freeman goes for the step back. Valuable offensive rebound. Another one for this time Litoa. He gets left alone and buries a triple from the top of the key. What a shot under pressure from Litoa. We talked about players, the key players making the big plays down the stretch. Expect some more from Litoa as Tamamoko Green unable to connect with his 3-point attempt. The lead is 3 for Westlake. 3 possession ball game here. Litoa just controlling things. Hunt Dribble weave action against the zone. There's Freeman. Look for him to take this shot. In traffic, no call there. Govan Barlow thought he was tipping it out to one of their guards. It will be Westlake ball out of bounds.
Perhaps Cosper suits up for Fraser.
Jeff Green looking on, willing his team on. Crucial part of the game right here. Westlake, what are they going to do?
Well, they like to bring their shooters off screens here. They run a wing on ball. Latoa comes off, looking to collapse the defense and creating space for Freeman to catch and shoot. And that's enough space as they go up 6 with under a minute to go.
And Matt Freeman, he is pumped right now, and so he should be. What a display from him. Here's a little kick out, and boom, right in the middle of the net. He says, thank you very much. It's a timeout taken, and Westlake in control with a minute to go. They're up 97 over Fraser on 91.
Feel sensible about it. Use the shot clock. We're still pressing up, but not as hard. You've got to slow the ball.
Our game, boys. Let's take it home.
Hey, you've got to get to the shooters.
Let's take it home. Blake, go 3, 1, 2, 3. Play!
Well, they're fired up, and this man here, he's just put on a shooting supremo display. 46 points for him, his second 40-point game. And it's been like a quiet 40, Zico. He's made just shot after shot, and it hasn't seemed like he's been taking heaps of shots. He's just very proficient.
Yeah, he's attempted near on 40 shots, but he's hit over half of them, and any coach should be happy with that.
They get it inbounds. Harris driving to kick out to Solomon with the pull-up. He knocks it down and keeps a glimmer of hope for Fraser. A trail by 4. 50 seconds to go on this AA first boys semi-final. Coffee on the on-ball with Latoa. They kick out to Freeman, back to Latoa. Another on-ball, it's a pull-up. Rebound, Harris, he'll keep it. Big play here for Fraser. They're staying in the zone. Taylor, back to Taylor. Not many options for him. Inside they go to Harris. Big call from Apai. He's right there. And both bigs, the coach had told them, don't foul. Harris just weaving his way around, and then I think they got the foul on Freeman. Disappointed, but they'll get the ball back. And Fraser, this is where Fraser's really dangerous in this last few seconds with their hustling pressure defense.
Yeah, if they can make these two, they'll make it a one-possession game, and then I'd say they'll look to kill it as a turnover. If they can't get it immediately, they've got 2 fouls to give to put them on the foul line.
Most likely, Westlake, should this next shot go in, that they'll call a timeout, and that means they'll advance the ball to the front court, which is what Westlake want. They want it as far away from their basket as they can. So look for a timeout after this if this goes in. It's play on.
They'll have
Fraser,
a 3 to tie.
chance to tie it up. Hiram to the basket, gets it to go. Hunt. And this is a timeout. So Fraser back to within 1. Wisely, Phil Campbell calls a timeout, and they will advance the ball. They hold a slight advantage, up 97-96 in this AA boys semi-final against Fraser.
18 seconds. Hey, you know the drill. Okay, it's going to come from over there. Greg, you put it in. Okay, Joel and Logan on the other side. Isaac and Matt there. Okay, so Matt, you screen down for Isaac, and then open up. Okay, open up hard. This one really wants to go a wee bit early, so we've got Logan coming around. Okay, Isaac is here. Matt sorry. Matt is here, Isaac is low. Okay. Sorry. Yeah,
I'll flash back to the ball.
yeah. And we do it again. Okay.
As soon as we get the ball on, we foul. Let's go side. As soon as we get the ball on, we foul.
I can't foul. I'm on 4.
Tom and Hiram can't foul.
So
No, Tom and Hiram can't foul. Everyone else can do it.
Alright, as soon as they get the ball in, we foul. Everyone pay attention to their man. If we switch it, we got to switch, because if we got to deny the ball, they might throw a long. Come on, let's go. Raise on 3, 1, 2, 3. Raise on!
12 seconds to go. It's Westlake ball. Sideline out of bounds. Fraser are down. Look for them to make a quick foul here. And they'll want to try and get the ball into their shooters' hands. And there's the foul from Solomon coming quickly. Zico, just explain the viewers what we want at this time. There is, that was the foul to give, so they are in the bonus now.
Yep, so this foul, and now put them in the foul line and force them to relinquish possession, and Westlake does a good job of getting it to the hands of the best free throw shooter, Matt Freeman, for the crucial free throws.
So that's the time you want your best free throw shooter to get the ball. Should these shots go in, look for another timeout to come from Jeff Green. In the last few minutes, when you take a timeout, you get to advance the ball into the front court. There's the Swan. Zico, you know a bit about the Swan?
That's the mascot for Westlake. Jeff Green's daughter had a game-tying 3 to send it into overtime and pool play. It'll be interesting to see if he uses the 1-3 play to tie it up here if Matt Freeman makes the shot.
Nope. Big shot coming for Freeman. The lead back out to 3. Timeout taken. Freeman does his bit and knocks in both 3-pointers. There's 10 seconds left. Westlake ahead 99 over Fraser on 96.
Here it is. Still in the 3-2, we're going to switch on all the screens at the top. Yeah. You want to go man? Yeah. Okay. Go man. Switch on all screens. Okay. Switch on all screens. Do not foul the 3-point shooter. Okay. Do not foul the 3-point shooter. Okay. Think about it. You've got to get the defensive rebounds. You have to scramble for it. Okay? Yep. You have to scramble for it. You've got to bust your butts. Good defensive stance. Switch on all screens.
Barber, you're here. Jethro here. Harris here. You're coming in. Out. All right. The other two coming out. All right. On ball. We're coming off. Flaring Harris. If you can't get in with them, then you're coming. Okay? Yeah. Or actually, no. No. What I want you to do, if they're not getting it, baby, after that first screen, I want you to run here to the corner.
And
understand?
And Harris goes to the other side.
Yeah. To the screen. Got it? Understand?
Hey, we got 10 seconds, so there's a lot of time. They'll switch a lot, eh?
All right, and then if we miss, we foul straight away. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Fraser on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Fraser!
Ten seconds left. Fraser have the ball out of bounds. They're looking for a 3-pointer to tie this ball game up. It's going to be close for a 5-second. Here's Tamamoko Green. They need a 3. Jethro, no. Oh, this is crucial call here.
I really like the play coming out of the timeout. Hiram Harris inbounding the ball and setting a fade screen to run Jethro Taylor away from the ball. Here you see the fade screen. Freeman showing a lot of awareness to switch out on that, but he got a little bit out of control, and 3 shots to tie the game.
Well, super smart play there from Jethro Taylor to draw that foul on Freeman. It's a wry smile, but there was contact, definitely. Just lost control of his body and sort of ran into him. He makes the first. He needs to make the next 2 to tie it up.
offensive rebounding will be a factor here. If he does miss the third, Westlake will need to make sure they get an effective box out.
Makes the second. Clutch shooting here from Jethro Taylor. There's the supporters from Fraser High School. Jethro Taylor. This to tie the ball game up. Makes it. 5 seconds to run. And Jethro Taylor gets mobbed by his Fraser teammates. It's not over yet. Westlake have called a timeout. They're ahead. Oh, they're all tied up with just 5 seconds to go. Phil Campbell's going to talk about a play out of this timeout.
It's our normal out of bounds. Matt's there, Logan there, Matt there. Okay, here it is. Screen down. The other two are on the other side. Screen down. Open up, Matt. Okay. Open up, Logan. Isaac, when the ball goes in, you slot down to the baseline. Whoever's on the baseline, if you haven't got the ball, come and screen up for Isaac to the basket. Okay. There's your first option, second option, and the third option is to go to Isaac inbound. So step in quickly after you've got it, okay? Hey, let's go, Lake.
Let's go, Lake on 3, 1, 2, 3.
To the basket, to the basket.
As you'd expect, it's a tight one here in the first of our AA boys semi-final. Westlake boys all tied up against Fraser, and they have the ball out of bounds with just 5 seconds remaining. They run the screen down. There's the pass to Freeman. Look for the foul. He gets a shot off. Oh! Freeman! I think there's 1 minute 30 left. They throw a long pass, and steal comes from Freeman. What a shot. It's a 50-point game unofficially for Matt Freeman as he makes the last shot and gets a steal. What a fantastic finish we've seen here at Arena Manawatu. And Westlake, through the shooting of Matt Freeman, here we see pull up. Couple of players draped all over him like a curtain. He says, boom! What a feeling it must be for Matt Freeman. There's the coach, Phil Campbell, looking on. And Westlake advance. It's a heartbreaker against Fraser. Rousing haka coming from the Fraser team. As you'd expect, the players have definitely matched the occasion. Westlake boys running out winners in this first AA boys semi-final, 101 over Fraser on 99.